This is my recipe for a super easy chickpea curry or chana masala. All you need is a tin of tomatoes, a couple of tins of chickpeas, a lime, an inch of ginger, 3 or 4 garlic cloves, a green chilli, an onion, some fresh coriander, some cumin seeds, turmeric and garam masala. So prepare your ingredients. You want to chop your onion fairly finely, peel and crush or slice your garlic, and then with your chilli, either slice or dice it. You can keep the seeds or remove them. Cut your lime in half. So you're ready. And then this is such a handy trick with ginger. Peel it with a teaspoon. Just hold the teaspoon at a slight angle and you'll find the skin almost just kind of rubs off. And then once you're done with peeling that ginger, go ahead and grate it. So you've got about a teaspoon of ginger all in all and about a teaspoon of garlic. Into a medium-sized saucepan or sauté pan with a lid, add about 3 tablespoons of oil. I just use vegetable oil. And then a small teaspoon of cumin seeds. These are optional, but I really love cumin seeds. And then just let those seeds sit in the pan for about 20-30 seconds until they get fairly toasty. You can almost smell them begin to toast and they'll turn a darker brown. And then add in your onion. And this is the trick I always think with Indian cooking, is to let that onion really cook down well until it's really nice and brown. Add in a teaspoon of salt and then go in there with your ginger, garlic and chilli. I always add it after the onions are pretty much on their way, just so that garlic doesn't burn. I think there's nothing worse than burnt garlic. Give everything a few minutes in the pan just to saute, and then you can add in your spices. So we're going to add a teaspoon of garam masala, which is basically an Indian kind of spice blend, and then half a teaspoon of turmeric. I think turmeric is so good for you. You could use fresh turmeric if you wanted to, in which case just add about a teaspoon of grated fresh. Give it a stir, and then add in half a tin of chopped tomatoes, or a cupful, roughly. And then give everything a stir, and that's basically your curry base. So add in a handful of chopped coriander, give it a few moments to just kind of cook down, and then add in your 2 tins of drained and rinsed chickpeas. Give everything a good stir. And then you want to add into there about 150 mils of water. That's only a tiny cup that I used. Give it a stir, pop the lid on, leave it for 10 minutes. Give it another stir, pop the lid back on, another 10 minutes. And then finally, squeeze in the juice of your lime. You can see, I'll give it a good squeeze and then I'll almost invert it and just run my fingers around just to get the maximum amount of juice out of that lime. And that's it, you're good to serve. I love to serve mine with a good dollop of natural yogurt, some of my favourite smoky chili oil, a wedge of lime and some coriander. And here I am enjoying it with one of those delicious masoor dal chilla. You could of course just serve this with some naan bread, paratha, or just completely on its own. It's really delicious for lunch, for supper, or to serve with other curries.
Don't forget to like, share and follow us for more recipes and inspiration.